Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Pictou County. Actually, we're not the Pictou County Wellness Center today. We are actually in Pictou at the Aaron Arena, I think it is. Semi-final game here of the Sobeys Cup against the Halifax Metro West Force. Rated number 1 team in Nova Scotia. We had a barn burner against them yesterday, a 3-1 victory for Halifax. Fury come into the game today talking about the need to get more pucks on net and hopefully get a few more bounces than we got yesterday against this team, but it should be a great game. Girls came out fired up for this big semifinal opportunity. We're going to start a new segment today called Coach's Corner. So we're going to come up here and talk to the dads of the hockey team. Boys, how do you feel this is going to go today? What are the keys to the win for our U13AAA Fury? Brian?
Stick to the game plan, and that's all I got.
Stick to the game plan, says Brian Knight. Matthew Bork, what do you have to say to the fans out there? What are the Fury going to do to win today?
I don't know. I mean, they got to keep doing what they're doing. They're playing good. I mean, I think for the last time we played them, first half of the game, they outplayed them, had scoring chances. They just got to bury it.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Get some shots to the net. Keep going. We have the DRX and Blueberry Farms pregame show. David, what do you have?
Let's go, Fury!
Here we go. We got a sellout crowd. People traveled all the way from Halifax to watch this, as well as the Fury faithful that have been here all weekend. Troy, say hi to the crowd online. All right, the gang is here. We have them traveling from Cape Breton, traveling from Halifax. Carly May, would you like to say hi to everyone listening at home? Take that as a no. All right, so 38 seconds to go in the warm-up here. Bracing ourselves for a great game. Hopefully we come out on the right side of it. Coach Nelson looks to have the girls fired up. You want on? We are going to go for a special feature behind the bench. First time being done in the history of Fury TV. We're playing with our new portable microphones that we didn't realize worked so well. Coach Paul, what are the keys to success today for the Fury?
Forecheck hard, get pucks on net, and close the gap to the D.
Back check, forecheck, paycheck.
Exactly, you got it.
All right, good luck. There you have it. Paul Cavanaugh with the keys to the game. Back check, forecheck, paycheck. So Fury are going to start the line of Harriman, Bourgeois, and Bork, along with Sophie Knight and Eve Landry. As you can probably tell, we are located right beside the Fury bench this game, which is cool. Linesmen get the nets ready, get the pegs in at both ends. Eloise Perreault gets the call for the Fury between the pipes this morning. She has 2 shutouts this weekend so far. And we're off. Harriman wins it to Bourgeois. Bourgeois grabs it. She's into the zone. Puck squirts away from both Fury players. Here come the Metro Force West. She winds, fires. Oh, broken up on the back check by Emily Harriman. Here goes Eve Landry. She recovers it. She'll send it around the wall. Up to Eve Bork. Bork is gone. She's got the puck into the zone. She has Elise in front. Elise grabs it. Shoots just wide. Atkinson's going to hold the zone now for the Fury. She chips it in the corner. Great first shift there by the Fury. Halifax coming up the left side wall. Girl stumbles. Puck gets away from her. Recovered by Madison Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh's got Ferrand with her just off her skates. Here comes McLaughlin over the boards to give chase. McLaughlin, she's in on the battle. Goes back to Claire Atkinson. Atkinson with it now. She's got her head up looking for an outlet pass. She finds Madison Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh gets it to center. Picked up there by Ferrand. Ferrand's got Chloe McLaughlin with her. She shoots Ferrand just wide of the net. Nice effort there. End-to-end action here. Here we go. Battle at center ice. Puck is under a player, working it towards the Halifax zone, but they keep it out. They chip it back in the zone. Boyard now picks it up. She turns back, up the wall. She's going to give pressure. Broken up at center ice again there by Boyard. McLaughlin now on the wall. She's battling for it with help from Ferrand. Ferrand grabs it. We are into the offensive zone again. Broken up nicely by the Halifax D. Will regroup. Atkinson now. She's got her head up. She finds Lara Walsh with it. Nice move by Walsh off the wall. She steps into the zone. Very nice moves there. Lara still with control of the puck. She works it back to Padrones. Padrones, fans on the shot, but keeps it in the zone. Kate Nelson now into the forecheck with help from Lara Walsh. Out to Padrones. She's in front. Squirts away from her, and here comes Halifax the other way. Padrones back checking her. Great job by Alexis there in that back check. Now Ryan DeMille's going to grab that puck. DeMille's got it. She works it up the wall. It's back to the Halifax D. They try to go cross ice and do. Here comes Halifax into the offensive zone. Broken up nicely there by Anna Lacasse. This is fast and furious action here this morning. Kate Nelson into the forecheck. Halifax gets the puck back out the neutral zone. Lacasse now with it. She gets it wide towards Padrones. Here comes Halifax again into the offensive zone. Lacasse back there for the Fury. She grabs it. She picks it up, squirts away from her. Halifax steps out front. Broken up nicely there by the Fury D. Halifax D sends it back in the corner. They maintain control. Here comes the Halifax forward. She's towards the front. Feeds the blue line. Shot. Oh, fanned on it. Here goes Kate Nelson. She's got a chance. 1-on-2. She's got speed. Nice move to the outside there by Nelson, and she gets forced into the corner. Walsh into support. Fury changing. Here comes Harriman off the bench. She's in there in the forecheck. Here we go. Harriman and Walsh on the wall now. Walsh comes up with it. Harriman steps in. She's got time and space. She gets the net. Shoots. Nice save there by the Halifax goalie. Knight. She gets it down low. Hits off a skate. Harriman now on the boards. Physical play there by the Halifax player. Battle continues. Halifax is going to come up with it. They get to center ice. 1-on-3 against our Fury. Halifax player wide right. She cuts back to the net. Tries to shoot. Broken up there by Elise Bourgeois. Nice play by Elise. Landry over to Bork. Bork off the wall. Held in there by the Halifax D. Knight now with it. Knight gets it into the corner in our zone. She gets it up the wall towards Bork. Bork now with it. 1-on-3. Bork chips it. Held in at the line by Halifax. Shot from the blue line. Tipped in front. Hits a pair of skates. Harriman gets it to Bourgeois just off of her stick. She's up the wall with it. Halifax is going to regroup here in the neutral zone and dump it in. Eve Landry grabs it. She sees Alexa Ferrand on the wall with it. Ferrand just over center. Poked away from her by Halifax, and they come back the other way. Here comes Halifax again over the center ice line with speed. Nice play there by Eve Landry. Good poke check and good recovery. Off the wall, Sophie Knight. She feeds Madison Cavanaugh, picked up by Elise Bourgeois. Bourgeois now with it. She aims, fires off the side of the net, and goes for a change. Cavanaugh in the low with it now. Cavanaugh and Ferrand. Puck comes out front, nobody home. Halifax on the breakout. Here they come. Strong back check here by Alexa. Broken up nicely by Claire Atkinson. With some support here from Sam Boyard. Cavanaugh and Boyard in there doing battle. Halifax is up with it. Atkinson gives chase. They're going to battle down in the corner. Here we go. Picked up nicely in front by Ferrand. Oh, stolen back by Halifax. Big shot. Wow. Point blank save by Perreault. Wow. And then a rebound that shot just wide. Great save there by Eloise to keep this game scoreless. Now Madison Cavanaugh, she's going to try and get it out. She won't, but Atkinson will. Puck goes all the way down the ice. That should be icing. Furious end-to-end action here. 6:43 to go, first period. I believe this is like our second whistle of the game. Interesting to see this morning that the officiating crew is going to call icing per the rule book. So that was always in question yesterday, but it appears that they're going to call it the way it was written up today. Padrone's in on the face-off. She loses that to Halifax. Puck goes out to the blue line. Kate Nelson has a chance. She's in a foot race. Potential for a breakaway. She's got Padrones in front of the net. Fires it. Out front. Just out of the reach of Padrones. Halifax recovers. They'll break out. Under pressure now from Lara Walsh. Anna Lacasse is going to chip it off the off a set of shin pads. Covered up by Eloise Perreault. I thought Anna was going to chip it off the boards, but the Halifax player managed to get in front of it first. So, face-off will come back here to the left of Eloise Perreault. Herman Bork and Bourgeois come out for the face-off. They're there with DeMille and Anna Lacasse. Harriman wins the draw down low to DeMille. DeMille gives chase. Puck comes around behind the Fury net, picked up by Bourgeois. Bourgeois chips it up towards the blue line. Back in the corner by Halifax. Puck's in the corner. Battle between Lacasse and Elise. Referee content to let them battle in a scrum there. Puck squirts to the other corner. Picked up there by Ev Bork. She's got a head of steam. She's rubbed off the puck pretty heavily there. Harriman comes in to support. Bork attempts to chip it in. Cut off there by the Halifax D. Nice play at the blue line by Anna Lacasse to break that up. She chips it up the wall to Harriman, who pokes it towards Bourgeois just out of her reach. Halifax grabs it. They come the other way. They've got 3 strong. 3-on-2 for Halifax. Great back check pressure by Ev Bork and broken up in front of the net by Lacasse. Puck stays in the Fury zone. Down in the corner. Lacasse goes back for it. She comes out with it. She works around the wall to Ev Bork. Bork has some time and space. She's got Bourgeois with her. Broken up by the Halifax D, but they're offside. Harriman chips it out, but goes off the Halifax player, and we'll have a stoppage of play here just outside the defensive blue line. So, this has been a really good game so far. 5:15 to go, first period. Padrona's in for the face-off. Kavanaugh and Walsh on with her. Won nicely by Padrona. Over to Kavanaugh. Sorry, that was Ferran on the face-off. Ferran comes up with it. She's hauled down. Penalty coming to the Halifax Metro Force West. Ferran used her speed to go wide, and the Halifax player had no choice but to haul her down. So with 5:05 to go here in the first period, our Fury will get their first power play of the game. We're gonna have a delay here as the scorekeeper's turned off the scoreboard. I'm sure not on purpose. So, well, they regroup there. So far, the Fury appear to be sticking to the game plan. Fast-paced action. Few shots on net. Drive it hard. Our D have been really doing a nice job of standing up at the blue line and forcing the Halifax players out wide. Eloise has been strong in net so far. I think the shots on goal were 5-3 at the time that the power went out. So Fury coach is going to take this opportunity to regroup and have a little chat. Referee comes over to explain to Coach Tony what's happening. The girls are all smiles and laughter here in the bench so far. Parents have that anxious look of semifinal stress here behind me. They say it's not stress, they're just freezing from the cold. We got spoiled in the Pictou County Wellness Center the last couple of days, which is a beautiful arena that's nice and warm. And we're back here this morning in this more traditional maritime arena, a little chillier. Interestingly, the scoreboard was turned off at 5:05 and they put it back up at 5:15, so we picked up an extra 10 seconds of gameplay. Face-off will be to the left of the Halifax goalie when play resumes. A few last-minute instructions here from Coach Tony. And Alexa, Madison, and Chloe get out there with Sophie Knight and Eve Landry. Face-off won by Halifax. They'll chip it up the wall. Held in there nicely by Eve Landry. Ferran comes up with it. She shoots. Solid save there by the Halifax goalie. She had Chloe and Madison coming in the net, so she 6 seconds in to free face-off again to the left. Draw won by Halifax. Goes out front. Just wide. Ferran now into the forecheck. She comes up with it. She's got some time and space. Halifax player falls. She's got 2 players in front. It's out there in a scrum. Oh, and it squirts loose. Nice play there by Sophie Knight to hold that blue line. Couple of real good chances there for the Fury. Halifax comes up with it in their zone. They'll attempt to ice it, and they do. So, Eloise will go back and stop that puck up. It looks like Eve Landry. Oh. Eloise plays it. Picked off there by the Halifax player. Got a little bit of a scramble going here now. All right, Knight comes out with it. That was hard in everyone's blood pressure, and here comes Kavanaugh. She's got the puck. She chips it off the wall. Broken up by the Halifax player. Knight with it now. Knight sends it over to McLaughlin. Nice play by McLaughlin. She'll chip it in deep, and fresh legs come out here for the Fury. All 5. So wholesale change. 54 seconds to go in our power play. Walsh in on the forecheck. She's got support from Nelson and Padrones. Halifax gets it out. Boyard's going to grab that puck and regroup. She sees Walsh wide. She goes D-to-D to Atkinson. Atkinson now up to Walsh. Walsh. She's got it. She shoots. Great shot. Rebound just out of the reach of Kate Nelson. Nelson with it now. She sees it back to Boyard. Boyard shoots on net. Shot. Oh, great save by the Halifax goalie. Walsh from the corner to grab that rebound now. She comes up with it. She's having a look around. She cuts to the front. She tries to feed Nelson. Great try. Stick just lifted at the last second by the Halifax D. Padrones now. She fires it out front. Just out of the reach of Lara Walsh. Atkinson holds it deep. Walsh in there in the forecheck. Walsh and Atkinson down low. Puck comes to Padrones. Padrones shoots. Tipped by Walsh. Rebound. Scores! Lara Walsh gets her own rebound. 6 seconds in the power play. Left in the power play. And your Fury are up 1-0 with 3:21 to go in the first period. Really nice effort there by the Fury. Shot came in from the blue line. Walsh tipped it towards the net. Goalie made a nice save. Lara stayed with it and banged it home. I believe that might be Lara's first of the year. Harriman, Bourgeois, and Book come out now. Draw one by Harriman. Kicks to the wing. Back to the Halifax D. They break it up. They send it into the Fury D. Regrouped by Lacasse. She goes to the left wing wall for Bork. Halifax is in there under pressure now. Halifax, she grabs the puck. Oh no. And it's 1-1 just like that. 3:02 to go. Solid forecheck there by the Halifax Metro Force West, and you can't leave number 18 alone because she'll make you pay, and she sure did that time. So Harriman, Bork, and Bourgeois back to center here. Shots on goal 6-2 for Halifax so far. Halifax wins the draw. They grab it coming towards the Fury zone. High and wide, fired by the Halifax player. Bourgeois chips it off the wall. She falls down. Here comes Lacasse. She grabs the puck. Under some pressure, 2 Halifax players there. Gloved down by the Halifax player on the wall. They got someone wide open in front. Here we go. Fury steal that puck back. Nice job by DeMille. DeMille gets it to Bork. Hey! That's a big body check from the Halifax player. By the way, there's no body checking in girls hockey. We got Bourgeois in a battle down low. She's got Harriman with her. Halifax player steps away from her. Bourgeois then back in. Not sure how that works, but we have just taken a penalty for interference, I believe. So, Coach Nelson's not very happy with this situation, and I happen to agree with him. Referee doesn't want to hear it. We are down a player now. Perron's going to take that draw with Kavanaugh. We've got Knight and Landry out there on the D. Shot from the blue line from the Halifax Metro Force West just goes wide. Knight in to give battle. She gets it to Perron. Perron shoots it off a skate. Out to the blue line, held in by Halifax again. McHenry now for Halifax. She steps in, but nice job by Ev Landry to keep her on the outside. She gets a little help from Madison Kavanaugh. Puck's behind the Fury net now in the corner. Landry gives chase. She's in against the Halifax player. Perron comes in to help. 2-on-2 battle here, just about the hash mark in our zone. Madison Kavanaugh comes out with it, and she will get to the zone, but we have 2 players whose face masks have locked together. So referee blew it down as Ev Landry and the Halifax player literally had their face masks hooked together here against the boards. So 1:39 to go, first period. Minute 23 to go in the Pomodori Pizza penalty kill. Lara Walsh will take the draw. She's got Chloe McLaughlin out there with her. Boyard and Atkinson on the blue line for the Fury. Number 18, the goal scorer, back on the ice here for The referee's explaining to Coach Nelson that he does not appreciate his feedback. And if there's any more commentary that the coaching duties will be handled by Mr. Kavanaugh and Mr. McLaughlin if this goes any further. I happen to be on Tony's side in this one, though. It's been one-sided, and appears the ref is not excited to have a team from New Brunswick potentially steal a win here in Pictou County this morning at the Henry Arena. All right. That looked like a rather one-sided discussion, but the puck's going to drop now. Here we go. Fury grab it. Atkinson to Boyard. She chips it just out of the Fury zone. Halifax sends it back to the D to regroup. They look wide, right on the stick and the tape of number 18. Atkinson's in to get battle now. Atkinson does a nice job keeping that player outside and gets the puck. Now Boyard in to help. No, that's McLaughlin. Here goes Sam Boyard. She's got time and space, and she'll do a nice job, get that puck all the way down the ice. 54 seconds to go here. 54 seconds to go in this penalty kill. Halifax player falls. Walsh in on the forecheck. McLaughlin with her. Atkinson's going to pinch. Nope, she's going to hold back now. Puck's a little bit of a battle on the wall. It squirts out to the middle. Halifax comes away with it. Here they come. 3 Halifax players. Broken up there nicely by Atkinson. Puck recovered by Sam Boyard. She'll send it all the way down the ice. 26 seconds to go here in the penalty kill. 41 to go in the period. Halifax looking for a breakout. Out of the reach of the left winger over there. Broken up by Boyard. Recovered by Alexis Jones. Padrones. She fires the puck. Blocked there at the blue line by the Halifax player. They go rink wide. Back through the middle. Here comes 3 Halifax players. Nice back check there by Kate Nelson to lift that stick. Broken up nicely by DeMille. Out to the blue line, but not out. Shot wide and off the back of her own player. Eloise on top of it now, as that puck went straight up and down in front of her. So 12 seconds here, first period. Gonna get some fresh legs out there. So Emily Harriman's gonna come in for the draw. Eb Bork and Elise Bourgeois with her. Harriman wins the draw. Over to the wall. Sophie Knight gives battle along with Harriman. Harriman out with it now behind her own net. She sends it back up the other way to Eb Bork, deep in the corner. 2 seconds to go here. Bork out to the blue line, held by Halifax, shot wide, and that'll do it for the first period. So really good end-to-end action there. Fury had the better of the play, save for that one shift where we gave Halifax an inch and they found a way to score a goal, and I think that's kind of the story of these two teams. Fury seemed to be able to establish pressure and control the play or get the lion's share of the scoring chances. However, Halifax has some pure snipers, and if you leave them alone, they will make you pay, which is what happened in the first period. Shots on goal here, 6-3 for Halifax. It's been a great weekend of hockey, though, as you look at the standings here in the Sobeys Cup. Last night, as we were leaving the arena with a 2-1 record, we knew we were in, but depending on the score of a couple other different games, we may have finished as low as 4th. We finished in 3rd, but you had 2 teams at 2-0, and I think we had 3 teams at 2-1 and a couple other teams that were 1-1. So it was lots of close games in the scoreboard and very close in the standings. So great to see that level of parity here in the U13 League in the Maritimes. So, the line of Alexa Ferrand, Madison Cavanaugh, and Chloe McLaughlin will get things started here. Ev Landry and Sophie Knight on the blue line. Face off won by Halifax, but broken up nicely in the neutral zone by Ferrand McLaughlin. Halifax attempts to clear it. Landry's not going to let that happen. She feeds it down low to Chloe McLaughlin on the right side. McLaughlin steps forward. Out to front to Ferrand. Back to McLaughlin on the backhand. Doesn't get through. Now she's on her forehand. Oh, off a skate. Ferrand's going to come up with it. She's going to feed it back to Ev Landry, just out of her reach. That'll go the full length of the ice. Now we're in a foot race there. Sophie Knight and Landry back for us. Landry works it up the boards to McLaughlin now. McLaughlin up with it. She goes back the other way. Knight's going to jump in to help. Knight feeds it up the boards. That goes to Madison Kavanaugh, but just out of her reach. Maddie comes up with it, gets it almost out, and there we go. Here we are. Ferrand almost gone. Really big fit. Oh, heck of a pass there by Sophie Knight to Chloe McLaughlin. Goes back into the Halifax zone as that squirted just off McLaughlin's stick. Ferrand now behind the net with the puck. She reverses. She's going to feed it to McLaughlin. It's in front. Hits a stick and spurts away. Here comes number 18 from Halifax. She's the most dangerous player on the ice from what we've seen. Atkinson does a nice job of keeping her to the outside. She runs out of room. She falls down. Atkinson comes up with it, works it up the wall. Puck comes out. Kavanaugh's there. Here you're going to go for a change. That was the end of a long shift. Here's Kate Nelson now. Fresh legs. She's in on the forecheck. Halifax player reverses behind the net to her partner. Halifax player up the wall, broken up by Lara Walsh. Nice job by Walsh for the forecheck. Claire Atkinson, the slap shot. Steered to the corner by the Halifax goalie. Padrones is there. She fires it out front. Broken up by the Halifax D. Who steps up, makes a nice outlet pass. Halifax is away, but 1-on-4, they're not going very far. Boyard with a nice play there at center ice to break that up. Boyard comes up with it now. She's got a bit of time and space. Here we go. She's over the line. She attempts to shoot. Just broken up. Now Lara Walsh with the shot. Oh! So Boyard had done a nice job of stealing that puck in the neutral zone. She steps over the blue line. Has it poked away from her, but right to Lara Walsh, who fires a great shot on net. Lara, today's goal scorer. 1-1, 9:56 to go here, second period. Harriman, Bork, and Bourgeois back in. Face off, won by Harriman over to Bork. It's tied up in a battle with Halifax. They make it all the way up to the neutral zone, but nice back check by Ev to recover that puck. Puck into the middle now. Poked away nicely there by Elise Bourgeois. She'll circle back. Oh, off a skate. Nice save there by Eloise Perreault. Up the wall towards Bork. Bork's got it. She's going to fire it out the middle. That might be icing. No icing. Linesmen say that was not icing, which was probably a good call. Here we go. Held in at the line by Anna Lacasse. She comes up with it. She's going to step into the middle. She shoots. Another save by the Halifax goalie. So we've had some good shots here on the Halifax goalie. I think we just need to get inside the dots. We're getting good chances and firing the puck, but they're very often from long range, and I think this goalie is strong enough that we're not going to beat her from 50 feet out. So we got to get a little closer. Alexa comes in on the face-off. Wins the draw to Kavanaugh. She shoots, goes off a skate in front, into the corner. We got Sophie Knight trying to hold the line. Chip past her, but Landry's back there. This looks like it could be icing. You got McHenry in there for Halifax. She's a big, strong, fast player. Broken up by Ev Laundry just in front of the net. Kavanaugh's got it now. She's got a little bit of time. She'll chip it just out of the zone. Halifax D recovers. They work at D-to-D in the neutral zone. Over the red line, content to dump it right back in the corner. Knight's going to go pick that up for the Fury. Knight goes up the wall to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's under some pressure there. She chips it off the wall. Held in by the D, but nope, just out. Here goes Alexa Ferrand. She's got a chance. Falling Halifax player recovers. Ferrand gets it deep. Here goes Kavanaugh on the forecheck. Halifax D behind their own net. They attempt to work it up the wall and do. Under some pressure on the Fury forecheck. Nice job there by Alexa and Chloe. Puck goes back deep in. Here we go. D-to-D by the Halifax defense. And they're off on the breakout. You got Landry and Atkinson back there. Three Halifax players step in. Poke checked away by Claire Atkinson. Nice play. Here comes Atkinson on the back end. She'll chip it out. Lara Walsh is in a foot race for it. Looks like the Halifax player is a better line on that one. But Nelson comes up with it based on the great forecheck by Lara. Nelson with it. Padrona's in front. Tipped by Lara. It's behind her, not covered. That went through the goalie and sat in the crease. Oh my goodness. Alexis comes up with it again. She works it in front. Nelson give battle. Padrona's got it. She shoots. Oh! Great pad save by the goalie from Halifax. Really great effort here by these three right now. Nelson is back in hot pursuit for that puck. She gets to it first. She'll work it down low. Lara Walsh in to help. Walsh and Nelson give battle. Comes out to Padrones. Just skips away from her. Nice job. Claire Atkinson keeps that puck in with her skates. She fires it wide. Padrones grabs it. She fires it in front, just out of the reach of Nelson. Halifax, here they go. Here comes number 18 again. She is the most dangerous player on the Halifax team. Atkinson keeps her to the outside. No chance at a shot from there. Nelson now with it. Under a bit of pressure from the Halifax forechecker. Puck squirts up high. Lara's got it now. She's going to work it off the wall. And Fury going for a change now. Halifax also went for a change, thankfully, as there was a lot of open ice out there. Halifax gains the zone. They feed the middle. Dodge has that broken up nicely there by Elise Bourgeois. Puck goes deep into the corner. Lacasse is back for it now. Lacasse gets there first. She works it up the wall to Eb Bork. Poked away from Bork. Lacasse is going to follow through a second time. Puck still in our zone. Broken up there by Sophie in front of the net. Sorry, Ryan DeMille, that is. Nice job there by Anna being strong on that stick. Anna wins another battle. She gets knocked down. She chips it up the wall. Now you got Bork and Harriman looking to get out. Just out of the reach of Harriman, goes to the D. Lacasse grabs it. She's got Bourgeois at the far blue line. Can't quite get it to her. There goes Bork now to Bourgeois. Bourgeois with a nice little how's she going at the center ice line. She's gone. Oh, knocked over there. Harriman comes up with it. She'll dump it deep in. That is offside. Bourgeois was caught in the zone there, and they are offside. That'll trigger a whistle. 5:41 to go here. Second period. The shot keeper has us at 10 shots for Halifax, 3 shots for the Fury. Still a 1-1 game. Alexa Ferrand back in here, along with McLaughlin and Kavanaugh. Sophie Knight and Eve Landry back on the blue line. Puck squirts into the zone. Kavanaugh gets there first. She puts it in the corner. Halifax D around behind the net. They reverse and come up the right-hand side. Now under pressure by Madison Kavanaugh. She'll cut that play off. Sophie Knight pinches down to hold that line, doing a nice job. Got ourselves a real scrum here on the far wall. Halifax comes to it. They get it towards the front of the net. Covered up by Eloise Perreault as she was under some pressure from the Halifax forward who was driving that net. So, shots are now 10-4. Nice effort, that shift by Chloe and Alexa and Maddie. Out come Kate Nelson, Lara Walsh, and Alexa Padrones. Face-off won by the Fury deep into the corner. Around the wall by Boyard, just out of the reach of Walsh. Gets the Halifax D, who fires it back into the corner. Ooh, that was scary. Alexa sweeps in to pick that up. She gets hooked on the way by. No call from the ref. It's been interesting. I don't mind when they let the girls play, but feels like there's not a lot of regard for the rule book yet this morning by our good friend, the referee. So, Alexis steps in to take the face-off against number 18 from Halifax. Nice job there by the Fury. Sam Boyard's away with it. Here she goes. Shoots. Scores! Sam Boyard grabs the puck at the top of the circles in her own zone. She goes end to end and puts it in the net. First goal of the season for Sam Boyard. Nice play, had the goalie completely fooled that low hard shot on the ice. Your Fury take a 2-1 lead, 4:37 to go. Here we go again. Halifax wins it. They're right back on the attack. Here comes number 18. She shoots. Great save by Eloise Perreault. Rebound steered away from the front of the net. Up the wall. Halifax gets it again. Shoots, this time wide. Halifax does a great job of bouncing back from that goal against with a lot of pressure right away. Broken up in front by Walsh. Here comes Nelson with it. Nelson gets it to Padrones. Padrones chips it down the ice. That'll likely be icing. And it is. So, face-off will come back here to the right of Eloise Perreault, I believe. Two really well-balanced teams here. Great back-and-forth action. Harriman in on the faceoff now. She wins it, goes right to Bourgeois. Bourgeois away to the races. Oh, broken up by the Halifax D. Lacasse blows the tire, and Halifax is back the other way at the puck. We got the big player Dodge. She's broken up nicely by Lacasse and Bourgeois. Referee doesn't seem to like it when the red team falls down. And Elise Bourgeois is going to go back for her second trip of the sin bin. I don't know how much the Halifax team paid the referees today, but clearly we got to up our pregame support for them. So we go back to the Pomodoro Pizza penalty kill. 3:53 to go, first period. Draw. Kavanaugh. Shooting all the way down the ice. Halifax D back to pick it up. She takes her time, broken up nicely by Ferrand. Ferrand's in there. She's got a chance to steal it. Just poked away from her. Halifax D recovers it again. Nice forechecking here by Madison and Alexa. Really well done. Oh, Sophie Knight now steps up. She'll break it up. Here comes Kavanaugh, just away from her. Halifax grabs it. They're going to work their way up the ice. Oh. So, Alexa Ferrand plays an aggressive style, but unfortunately for her, it looks like the Halifax player stepped in her own skate lace when she was nearby, and we are short 2 players. So, players look on in disbelief for two players short now. Padrones is out. She's going to win the race. She wins the race. She brings it out front. She shoots off the side of the net. Alexis works it back out to Boyard. Boyard, the goal scorer. Boyard shoots. Oh my goodness, it went off the goalie's shoulder and straight up and over the net instead of in the net. Alexis Padrones, the Riverview Rocket, gives chase here. Here comes McHenry for Halifax. She's pushed out to the side by Sam Boyard. 2:42 to go, 48 seconds left in the first penalty. Atkinson tentatively now keeps him out front. Here comes Padrones. She's in front. Wow. Shot from the blue line. Looked like it might have snuck through the pads, but it did not. Eloise is up to the task. Great job there by Alexis Padrones, Sam Boyard, and Claire Atkinson on the 5-on-3. So we got Lacasse, Landry, and Walsh coming out here. 39 seconds to go in our first penalty. Shots now 12-6 for Halifax. So, we got ourselves in a tough situation. We'll have to work our way out of it. Shot from the blue line. Blocked in front of Landry. She feeds to Walsh. Walsh gets it up. Great job by Lara. Pressure there from Halifax. She pokes it away from the Halifax player. Back to their blue line. They regroup, work it forward. Broken up by Ev Landry, who will shoot it all the way down the ice. 15 seconds to go. First penalty. Walsh in on the forecheck. Halifax player tries to work it up the wall. Reverses. And Halifax will start out with it. They gain the blue line. They work to center. Walsh is there to keep her the outside along with Atkinson. Atkinson, nice job. She breaks it up. 30 seconds to go in the second penalty, and the Halifax team goes offside. Some great penalty kill action here this morning. So, Coach Tony providing a little guidance here before the face-off. We got Bourgeois and McLaughlin coming over the boards now. Referee's not going to allow that change. Wonder if the referee knows we're filming the game. I'm not sure he'd be thrilled with the work that's being done. Nice play there by Walsh to break that up. She chips it in deep to Bourgeois. Bourgeois is in the offensive zone. She works it up the wall to Atkinson. Atkinson squirts off of her stick. Boyard gives chase. That was offside by a mile. And we are going to get another penalty, I believe. Are we getting another penalty? Is that, I think? So we had 9 seconds left in our second penalty. And it looks like, oh no, penalty actually going to Halifax. Not really sure what the Halifax player did to get a penalty while they had the puck, but maybe he's not biased. Maybe he's just not that good. And for clarity, the ref is an adult, so I'm not talking poorly of a young young official out there. Oh, no. It's going to be coincidentals. Boyard gets 2 minutes of skating to Halifax for what? The face-off here to the right of Eloise. 1:27 to go, second period. So it'll stay 5-on-4 for 9 seconds, after which we should see Alexa Ferrand come out of the box. Bourgeois in against Dodge on the face-off. Chloe goes right through. Nice job there at the face-off. Put some pressure in. Puck squirts behind the Fury net. Picked up by Atkinson. She's got some time and space. She gets it to Chloe McLaughlin. McLaughlin gets it out the neutral zone. Bourgeois into the forecheck. We're even strength now. So Fury, big double penalty kill there. McLaughlin gets battle on the wall. She's got some support from Alexa. Now Bourgeois, all three in there. Puck comes out to the blue line. Held in by Lacasse. Lacasse to McLaughlin. She turns and fires just wide. Ferrand on the forecheck. Halifax looking to get out of their zone here. Chloe McLaughlin comes across the ice. She'll shut that down at center. Right back to Ryan DeMille. She chips it out. That is supposed to be offside, but it was not. So, DeMille to Ferrand. Ferrand has that knocked off of her stick. Now, Padrones comes up with it. She gets it deep. And here we go again. Halifax behind their own zone. Halifax D looking to break it up the middle. Broken up by Walsh, but then second effort, they get it out. Back into the skates of Landry. She does a great job of recovering and gets it to Alexis. Alexis chips it deep. Walsh, Nelson, and Padrona's now out there for the Fury. Landry and Sophie Knight. 10 seconds left, second period. Oh! From behind. I guess the white jerseys really blend into the ice today for the officiating crew here. Halifax gains the neutral zone, but they're going to run out of time. So we got a real barn burner in our hands here today, folks. 2-1 after 2 in favor of your Fury. Halifax holding a 12-6 advantage in shots on goal. Fury successfully kill off a double minor penalty situation there, 5-on-3. So we got to find a way to limit those odd man rushes from Halifax and keep lots of pressure in there on the forecheck. And hopefully we find a way to get it done here. The out-of-town scoreboard is just reporting to us that it's 1-0 for Fredericton in the other semifinal. So it would be great to see an all-New Brunswick final here at the Sobeys Cup, which draws teams from all three maritime provinces. Tournament's been really well run this weekend. Team volunteers and crew here at the Sobeys Cup have done a great job. So congratulations to them on putting on another world-class event here in Pictou County. Fury ready for their cheer. And away we go. So 5-on-5. Eloise looks like she's in the zone and ready to go here for the third period. Bork, Bourgeois, and Harriman come out. The triple E line, Emily, Ev, and Elise. Harriman wins the draw towards Bork. Scrum in the middle of the play here. Bourgeois comes up with it. She's away with the head of speed. She's going to wind. Fire. Shoot. Oh, off the goalie's shoulder. I don't know if she stopped it as much as it hit her, but it was a great shot by Bourgeois. Puck squirts out towards the line, held in by Knight. Knight pinches down again, does a nice job. Harriman on the back check. She's going to come up with the puck. Stolen back by Halifax. Broken up again there. Be a little bit of a bouncing puck here. Puck works out front, just through the crease, and it's over to Ev Bork. Bork's got some time. She works it up the wall. Held in by the Halifax defender. Sophie Knight now chips it back up the wall, just out of the reach of Knight. Squirts down low to Halifax. Shot just wide now. Bourgeois is going to try to clear the zone. Held in by Halifax again. Broken up there by Ev Landry over to Bork. Bork's got it. She shoots it all the way down the ice. That's going to be icing. So face-off will come back here to the left of Louise Perreault. As they always say, better to have a face-off in the zone than a puck in your net. So out-of-town scoreboard update, now 1-1. The Fredericton Central Storm, or CFHA Central Storm, are playing the Fundy Highland Stars from this area of Nova Scotia. 1-1 now. So lots of furious action in both arenas this morning in these two semifinals. Shot from the blue line. Great save by Elise Perreault as that one came through traffic, and she slid over and made that save when it counted. 10:51 to go here, third period. Alexa Ferron's going to step into the face-off circle against number 18 from Halifax. Draw one by Halifax, back to the blue line. Halifax player's going to wind and fire. Oh, that went off of Ryan DeMille, off the goalie, and stays out. Perreault's going to cover up for good measure, and here comes the line of Walsh, Padrones, and Nelson, along with Boyard and Atkinson. The player number 19 from Halifax, Moira Eddy, can really fire a puck, and she showed it there on that play. Padrones in on the face-off for the Fury. Face-off won by the Fury, chipped out to the blue line, but held in. Eddy turns and fires, tipped in front. Atkinson gives battle. Two Halifax players in front. Nice job by Nelson to get in the way over there. Halifax player chips it back in the corner in a bit of a cycle. Back out front. Ooh. Halifax D holds it in. That's Eddy again. She can really shoot it, and she does. Nice stick save by Eloise Perreault. Steers that in the corner. Fury are running around a little bit here. Halifax doing a good job of working the puck high to low and getting some chances. Poked forward by Walsh. Walsh is going to work it out. She gets it out of the zone. Broken up again there by number 18 from Halifax. Man, can she fly. Nice stick check there by Sam Boyard. Puck back to the blue line. Eddy fires. Off of the pads of Perreault and into the corner. Atkinson gives chase. Nelson comes up with it. Nelson to the middle. Nice play. 2-on-1. Padrones and Walsh. 2-on-1. Padrones attempts to get it across. Broken up by the Halifax D. Now Halifax going to come back the other way. Number 17, I believe that's Dodge. She steps over the blue line. 1-on-4, not a lot of space there for her. She chips it in the corner. Landry's back to pick it up. Ev Landry up the boards towards Lara Walsh. Walsh gets it. She chips it up but not out. Here comes Halifax again. Shot just wide of the net. We got to get to that puck now. 1-on-3. We come up with it. That's, I believe, Knight. Yes, Knight to Bourgeois. And we got three Fury. You got Bourgeois, Harriman on the way, broken up there. Now Halifax comes back the other way. Harriman on the back check. Nice job by Emily there. Put some pressure in on that Halifax forward. Halifax comes up with it behind the Fury net. She's looking for someone out front. Elise grabs the puck. She's got Bork. She sees her. Great pass to Bork. Bork goes ahead of the team. She gets wide. Ev Bork in. She cuts back. Buys time. Tries to get it to the front of the net. Shoots it in deep. That's picked up by Bourgeois down low. Bourgeois throws it up front. Oh, just tipped away from Harriman. Nice job by the cast. That goes to Harriman. 1-on-3 in the corner. Halifax comes up with it. And they're going to get out of the zone. Nice. Chloe has the puck stolen back by Mitchell from Halifax. She shoots. Glove saved by Perreault. 8:21 to go, third period. Shots now 13-12 in favor of Halifax. If you recall, at the start of this period, they were 12-6. So Alexa Ferron's into the face-off. She wins it in the corner over to Ryan DeMille. DeMille with it. She works it up the wall towards Kavanagh, broken up by Halifax. Back in the corner, DeMille's in there. Fired out in front by Halifax, tipped just wide. And your Fury are back up ice. This time, Alexa Ferron's got some speed and space. McLaughlin supports Ferron. She comes up with it. In a battle on the wall there. Anna Lacasse on the blue line. They poke it through her skates, but Ryan DeMille will come back and grab that puck. She's going to work it wide. And she does. Kavanagh under some pressure. She chips it. Out to the neutral zone. Ferron now. Into the offensive zone. Puck held in by Kavanagh. Works her way down the wall. Back out to the blue line. Boyard shoots right on net. That's going to be offside. No, they don't blow it. They let it go. Here we go. So Ferron goes in the forecheck. Ferron. Kavanaugh, Farah. They scored their way back to Sam Boyard. Sam, nice move. Nice move. She feeds it up the wall to Farah. Farah's got a bit of space, but she was being surrounded quickly there by 3 Halifax back checkers. Kate Nelson now. She feeds it towards the front of the net. Doesn't get through. Tries again. This time just out of the reach of Lara Walsh, who was coming off the bench. Nice play by Claire Atkinson there. Atkinson doing a great job of containing that Halifax forward, Thibault. Here we go. Boyard behind her own net. She's got the puck. She works up the wall towards Nelson, just out of her reach. Stolen by Halifax. They step in. Nice job there. Here we go. Claire Atkinson in the corner now with Lara Walsh. Walsh from up a bit. Up to the blue line. Held in by Eddie from Halifax. She feeds it up front. Thibault shoots. Blocked in front by Sam Boyard. That hurt, but wow. What a great play by Sam Boyard. Lara Walsh. She's in alone. Blocked on a shot there. Takes a shot blocked by the Halifax D. Puck stays deep in the Halifax zone. Kate Nelson's going to get there first. She feeds it back to the blue line to Landry. Landry does a nice job of keeping that in. Padrones comes up with it. She fires it in front. Cross crease there. Yeah, Lara Walsh in the back check trying to break up that play. Landry feeds it nicely up to Padrona. She'll step into the offensive zone. She fires. Broken up by the Halifax D. Halifax recovers. They're looking to break out. Under pressure from Bourgeois. You get Padronas and Bourgeois over there now. 5:56 to go here, third period. Ev Bork in on the forecheck. Halifax chips up the wall to the left winger. Here they come. Play broken up by Ev Landry at the blue line. Nice job. As you can hear the crowd talking out front. Oh my goodness. Play was clearly offside. Almost ended up in the Fury net. Broken up by Ev Landry, and here we go. We got a 4-on-1. 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 Oh my goodness. And here they come the other way, 2-on-1. Anna Lacasse, the lone defender back. She does a great job of keeping number 18 to the outside, knocks her down, and rings it all the way around the boards up to the blue line, not out. Here we go. Battle at the blue line, Bourgeois and Bork with it. Landry. That puck is going to stay inside the blue line, and here comes the Halifax player with it. Forced outside by Harriman. She feeds it up front, broken up in front by Landry. Now we got Elise Bourgeois is going to shoot it all the way down the ice. And that'll be an icing. So unbelievable, 4-on-1 for the Fury one way. Don't get a shot on goal, and then quickly Halifax comes back the other way and has a scary 2-on-1 opportunity. Face-off back to the right of Eloise Perreault. Alexa Ferron on the face-off. Here we go, face-off won by Halifax. They get a shot that goes just wide, recovered down low by DeMille. DeMille up the wall to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh has that puck poked away from her before she can clear the zone. Lacasse grabs it. She's going to work it back up the wall. Squirts out in front. It's out front to DeMille. Oh my goodness. Off of the crossbar. Oh my goodness. We had a bouncing puck in front of the net that bounced away from DeMille onto the stick of the Halifax player, who fired it squarely off the crossbar. 4:27 to go. Shots on goal, 13-13. Your Fury lead 2-1. This is definitely a Rivier Guardian Pharmacy sales driver, because my blood pressure is definitely higher than it should be. Here we go. Shot low and wide by the Halifax D. McLaughlin chips it towards the blue line. Not out. Held in there by the Halifax D. Battle on the wall. McLaughlin comes up with it. Off a shin pad again. Broken up there by Boyard. Finally, we get to the puck into the zone, but Halifax comes up with it. Madison Kavanaugh doing a nice job there on the forecheck. Chloe McLaughlin into support. She pokes it up the wall. We got a scrum going here. Puck goes back to Atkinson. Atkinson, she's fires it into her own bench. I'm not sure it was something Steve McLaughlin said, but Claire Atkinson fired the puck right at him here behind the bench. 3:53 to go. Shots on goal, 13-13. Face-off just outside the Fury zone. You have Padrones against McHenry. Halifax wins it back to their D. She gains the Fury zone. Nice job by the Fury to keep her outside. Broken up by Kate Nelson. That'll get out into the neutral zone. Nelson gives chase. They go wide here, Halifax. Lara Walsh is there. Padrones is there, forcing them at the blue line to dump it in. Boyard now controls. Boyard moves it up the wall towards Padrones, but out of her reach. Halifax comes back the other way. You got a 3-on-2 here. Claire Atkinson, she gets stripped up. Puck out to the Halifax blue line. Thankfully just out of the reach of the Halifax defender. Atkinson fires it back up the wall. Nelson chips it out to the front. Blocked by Lara Walsh. Great play by Walsh. Here they go. 2-on-2. Walsh and Nelson. Walsh on the outside. She shoots right on net. Rebound. Oh! That was a slippery one. I thought might have snuck in there. Ev Landry off the bench does a great job. And Halifax attempts to gain the zone. Knight's going to chip it off the wall to Walsh. She's going to gain the zone without any trouble. Here she goes again. Lara Walsh. Oh, blocked in front by the Halifax D. They're going to come back 5 strong. Bourgeois is over there on the forecheck. Landry, Harriman's back. She'll poke it away from the Halifax player. That squirts right in to Eloise Perreault. 2:36 to go. Shots on goal, 15-14. Nice job there by the last group of Kavanaugh, Padrones, and Walsh. Battled hard high in our zone. Nice play by Sophie Knight out to Lara Walsh on that last one. Walsh with a good shot on net. Harriman in on the faceoff now. She loses it out of Halifax. Goes back to their D. Puck fired wide. Grabbed by Ev Bork. She's got some time and space. She's going to clear the zone. She throws it wide. Bourgeois and Harriman are over there. Where's that puck going to go? Halifax chips it off the wall. They come back the other way. But Bork is here. Bork grabs that puck. She fires it towards the Halifax blue line. Halifax gets it back up into the neutral zone and into our zone now. Landry's there. She breaks it up to Bork on the wall. Uh-oh. Number 18 steps away with it. She's got a ton of great moves. Oh, wow. Wow. Great save by Eloise Perreault. I'm not sure how Wagner can stand in front of our goalie and whack her 3 times and have that not be a penalty. I've been told by some folks who have played a little more hockey with the Fury organization in Nova Scotia that the refs do let them play a more physical brand of hockey down here, but it's interesting. So, draw one by Ferran down in the corner. Atkinson's there for the Fury. She's under some pressure. She comes out with it. McLaughlin's there as well. Atkinson chasing out towards the blue line. Broken up by McLaughlin. Out to Ferran. Here goes Ferran. She's got Kavanaugh coming with her. 3 Fury. Puck goes down low to McLaughlin. McLaughlin puts it out front. Broken up there by Halifax. Out front again. Here we go. Oh, no. Yes. Yes. Madison Kavanaugh. On the great pass by Chloe McLaughlin. I was saying, oh no, because I thought she'd miss the empty net. But Kavanaugh made no mistake. She had 3 whacks at it. The third one, she puts it home. 1:29 to go. Your Fury lead against the Halifax Metro Forest West Blues. Looks like they're going to pull the goalie right away here. And they are. We're going to be 6-on-5. Anna Lacasse, Claire Atkinson, Kate Nelson, Padrones and Walsh. Halifax calls timeout. 3 minutes to go. As I mentioned, I hope John Walsh is listening, getting my text for that new blood pressure prescription, because I see a few other parents that might need one as well. So, you see the people paid for the full seat, but everyone's only using the front edge here this morning as we've got a great back and forth battle. 6 seconds left on the timeout. Got a lot of nervous, excited smiles here. Zara Montefrisco's excited. She's waving to me, all smiles. A little bit of last-minute coaching. Steve McLaughlin to his D. Walsh, Padrones, and Nelson. 1:29 to go. 6-on-5 for the Halifax team. Scrum in the middle. Halifax comes out with it. Number 18. She's their most dangerous player. Nelson takes her down. Padrones is there. Shot from the blue line. It's in front. Players all alone. Eloise Perreault stands tall. Halifax winger redirects in the back end. 17-17 now, shots on goal. Face-off will be to the left of Eloise Perreault. Padrones against Mitchell. Here we go. Face-off won by Padrones. Just gets away from Atkinson. Alexis is back to pick it up. Puck out to the blue line. Lara Walsh is there. Right off her face, literally. She grabs it and shoots. Held in again by the Halifax D. Halifax holds it again. There's a scrum here at the blue line. Fury come up with it. Nelson's going to clear it. Out to center. Halifax player is going to regroup with it. Chips it down low. They're offside. That's going to give... Ooh, Sam had a chance to get it out. She's back to recover. Nice job by Boyard to recover there. Here we go. Padrones has got it now. She's got a little time. She feeds it out to Kate Nelson. 40 seconds to go. Nelson over center. She smartly dumps the corner. And here we go. Pressure from Nelson. Pressure from Walsh. Landry shoots. Scores! 4-1 for your Fury. 27.6 seconds to go. Not to count our chickens, but I think we might have just punched our ticket to the final here at the Sobeys Cup. So the Walsh Padrones Nelson line will stay out here. Padrones, she loses the draw to Halifax. Broken up nicely there in the middle by Kate Nelson. She gets mugged going down the wall. Looks like a Central Park mugging there from the Halifax D. Halifax out from the neutral zone, 15 seconds to go. That's McHenry with it. She's down into the right-hand corner of our zone. 3 Fury in there, good battle. Puck comes out to the blue line. They go D to D. Shot from the Halifax blue line. Bounces off shin pads in front. And that'll do it. Your U13AAA Fury have punched their ticket to the Sobeys Cup final. Be at 11:30 this morning from the Pictou County Wellness Center. The other semifinal 1-1 in overtime. So, players are going to line up here to shake hands. We'll wait to see who the players of the game were, and then we'll wrap this up and get ready for the next one. Big win for the Fury. They run the record to 3-1 here in the weekend. Nice display of sportsmanship on both sides as the Fury give a little stick tap here to the Metro West Force. And now both teams are shaking hands with the opposing coaches. So, the crowd waits anxiously to see who the player of the games are. Number 5 from Metro Force West is the player of the game today for Halifax. Lara Walsh. No surprise there. She was all over it today. Player of the game for Lara Walsh. Game-winning goal. And lots of good chances. So really happy to see that for Lara. All right, folks. That'll wrap up our broadcast for this morning. Look forward to chatting with you guys again or talking with you guys again at 11:30 this morning.